Hi, thank you for taking a few moments to watch my presentation. This is called the First Patient Project, and that is because when the first year medical students first come to their first anatomy lab, we offer them the perspective that these donor bodies are really their first patients. So not only are they learning anatomy from the donor bodies, but they're learning respect and professionalism and dignity for the human body and for humankind. Something that I've noticed is that within first year didactic medical education, specifically the basic sciences, a lot of times that can be limited and does not expand beyond the scientific realm. I find this a little bit at odds with the osteopathic philosophy, which is the whole person approach of mind, body, spirit. So I found myself wondering, okay, how can we bridge that gap? How can we, even in a small way, incorporate the osteopathic mind, body, spirit approach within basic science education? I really had inspiration from the students for this. Something I've learned over the years is that these students have so much to offer us. Not only are they smart, book smart, but they are multi-skilled. They have so much creative potential and ideas and perspectives and backgrounds to offer us. Particularly on the anatomy practicals, they would write these little doodles on their paper. And I found myself being really impressed at these doodles and thinking, wow, okay, what more do they have to offer? And what more could they express if we gave them the opportunity? So I came up with a project, an optional creative project. And the only guidance that I offered them for this project was that it needed to be creative in some way, whatever that meant to them, and it needed to reflect on their experience with the donor body. So my goals for this was, one, for the students to be able to connect this dissection process, connect anatomy for a way for them that is individually meaningful. How could they express this in a way, how could they process this in a way that was meaningful to them? Second was to underscore the purpose of this year's work in lab. They spend hours and hours and hours a week in lab, and by the end of it, they're exhausted. And this was a chance for them to circle back to that and really think about, okay, what did this work mean to me? And it was a chance to offer to celebrate the students, their hard work, and also to celebrate the gift of the donor bodies and what they gave to us. The response was overwhelming. I was not expecting to get as many as I did. I barely had time to grade them all. I did get over half the class, so that's about 80 to 90 students that turned in projects for this. And these are some examples of some of the projects. I wish I could show you all of them because they are truly amazing. We had essays, we had poems, we had drawings, we had sculptures, choreographed dance, jewelry, fabric arts, you name it, they turned it in. It was absolutely amazing. So the students were impacted by this idea, giving them this outlet, this outlet to kind of express their experience in this creative way. Faculty and staff, this image is from an exhibit that we had on campus to look at all the works, at all the projects that the students had done. So all kinds of faculty, students, and staff came to look at this, and it was a really amazing experience for them to see just what this experience meant to the students. The families of the donors, some of the families of the donors have seen some of the projects, and we are going to compile and offer them a book for containing all the essays and images to give to them, to really show them, okay, this is what that donation of your loved one means to our students, and what this educational experience really means to them and offers them. It also, I think, improves the program perception. There's a lot of kind of like stigma associated with donating a body. I think there's a lot of hesitancy on behalf of the family sometimes because they're concerned that those donor bodies won't be treated with respect. And this directly shows them, okay, this is what this means to the students. This is what they think of that. For the student perspective, the impact on learning, I sought some feedback from students, and what they told me was that what this really did was help them kind of comprehend and put together, what that year meant to them. It was a reminder of the fact that all of their hard work is for the patient, is for that patient experience. Other students said that it helped with their motivation. So motivating them to kind of to that final push through their first year. It offered them a chance to reflect. And even a student said that she picked a difficult concept, a concept that was really difficult to her, and she did her project on that so that she could circle back to that content and really, really try to understand it. It reinforces the ATSU core professional attributes through critical thinking via reflection on that experience, social responsibility, the ethics of the responsibility of what having that donor body in their education really means for them, and interpersonal skills for communication. This is really honing in on that nonverbal presentation skills for them. The cost was free. Resources required on my end were minimal. I had to create a rubric. I had to collect the projects, which was really just a drop-off experience. And then grading, I spent probably about 5 hours grading them. And can other faculty implement a similar process? Absolutely. Actually, some faculty already have. Dr. Marquand has already started incorporating kind of a spin-off project in histology class for this. Here are some more presentations. Again, I wish I could show you all of them because they were really, really incredible. But, thank you so much for your time, and thank you to the TLC for the opportunity.